Picture this. 1961, the world is buzzing with excitement and tension. And no, it's not just because of Elvis. Elvis is rocking the airwaves, his voice capturing the hearts of millions. Seriously, who could resist those hips? And a young psychologist named Stanley Milgram is about to shake things up. No, not with a new dance move. Forget rocket science, Milgram was diving into the cosmos of the human mind. His mission to explore the dark side of obedience. Sounds like a sci-fi movie, right? What makes people follow orders, even when those orders go against their moral compass? Spoiler alert, it's not just about free donuts. Just a few years earlier, the world had witnessed the horrors of the Holocaust. How could seemingly ordinary people participate in such atrocities? It's a head-scratcher. Milgram wanted answers. He designed an experiment so audacious, so controversial, it would become legendary. And no, it didn't involve aliens. Buckle up, folks. This was not just any experiment, it was a deep dive into the human psyche. Grab your popcorn. We're about to explore the shocking truth about obedience to authority. Milgram's experiment would reveal unsettling insights into how far people are willing to go when instructed by an authority figure. Spoiler, it's pretty far. He recruited participants from various walks of life, bringing them into a lab under the pretense of a study on learning and memory. Sneaky, right? The participants were instructed by an authority figure in a lab coat to administer electric shocks to a learner whenever an incorrect answer was given. Shocking, literally. As the shocks increased in intensity, many participants hesitated, showing signs of distress. Yet the authority figure's insistence often led them to continue. Talk about peer pressure. Milgram observed these reactions closely, taking meticulous notes, probably with a very serious face. This experiment echoed through history, shedding light on the mechanisms of obedience that have been exploited in various contexts, from military drills to corporate hierarchies. And yes, even in office meetings. The public reaction to Milgram's findings was explosive. Headlines screamed about the dark side of human nature, and debates raged about the ethical implications of his work. It was the talk of the town. Today, Milgram's experiment remains a cornerstone in psychology, taught in classrooms around the world. It serves as a powerful reminder of the potential for obedience to authority to override personal morality, and to always question the guy in the lab coat. As we reflect on Milgram's work, we are reminded of the importance of questioning authority and the need for ethical vigilance in all aspects of life. And maybe to think twice before following orders blindly. Stanley Milgram's legacy endures, challenging us to understand the depths of human behavior and the power of authority. His work continues to provoke thought and inspire further exploration into the human mind, and maybe, just maybe, to keep a sense of humor about it all. Imagine you volunteer for a study at Yale University. Sounds legit, right? They tell you it's about memory and learning. Little do you know you're about to become part of psychology's most infamous experiment. Here's the setup. You're the teacher. Another volunteer, actually an actor in cahoots with Milgram, is the learner. Your job? Deliver electric shocks to the learner every time they get an answer wrong. Don't worry, you're told. The shocks are painful, but not dangerous. Now, here's where it gets interesting. The learner starts making mistakes. You deliver the shocks. The voltage increases with each wrong answer. The learner cries out in pain. You hesitate. You want to stop. But the experimenter, a stern man in a lab coat, urges you on. Authority figure. The experiment requires that you continue. What would you do? Would you follow your conscience or the orders of the authority figure? Shockingly, over 65% of participants delivered the highest voltage shock, even when they believed they were causing serious harm. The Milgram experiment sent shockwaves through the scientific community and beyond. It revealed the unsettling power of authority. It forced us to confront the uncomfortable truth under the right or wrong circumstances. Any of us might be capable of unthinkable acts. The findings sparked outrage and debate. Were the participants truly fooled? Was it ethical to subject them to such stress? Regardless, Milgram's experiment remains a landmark study, raising profound questions about human nature that continue to resonate today. Section 5, fast food and following orders. Milgram in the drive-thru. Think about it. You're in the drive-thru lane. The voice on the speaker tells you to pull forward. You do it even if it means cutting off the car behind you. Sound familiar? It's Milgram in your McDonald's bag. We encounter subtle forms of obedience every day, often without even realizing it. Section 6. The office experiment. When the boss says jump, ever stayed late at the office to finish a pointless task just because your boss asked you to? Yep, Milgram strikes again. The workplace is a breeding ground for obedience. We follow orders, meet deadlines, and wear uncomfortable shoes, all in the name of keeping our jobs and pleasing those in charge. Section 7. Authority figures from lab coats to Instagram influencers. Milgram showed us the power of the lab coat, but authority comes in many forms these days. We're bombarded with messages from celebrities, politicians, and yes, even Instagram influencers telling us what to buy, how to vote, and what to think. It's up to us to think critically and decide who truly deserves our trust. Section 8. Peer pressure. The original social media influencers. Remember that time in high school when everyone was wearing those ridiculous jeans, so you did too? That's peer pressure, baby. Milgram's experiment also highlighted the influence of our peers. We crave acceptance, we want to fit in. This desire can lead us to conform even if it means going against our better judgment. Section 9. The human mind, a universe of wonder and weirdness. The Milgram experiment reminds us that the human mind is a complex and often contradictory thing. We're capable of great compassion and horrific cruelty. We're driven by logic and emotion, reason and instinct. Understanding these complexities is key to understanding ourselves and the world around us. Section 10. Milgram's legacy still shocking after all these years. Milgram's experiment, while controversial, remains a cornerstone of social psychology. Conducted in the early 1960s, it sought to understand the extent to which individuals would follow orders, even when those orders involved causing harm to another person. The results were startling and unsettling, revealing that a significant majority of participants were willing to administer what they believed were painful electric shocks to another person, simply because an authority figure instructed them to do so. It continues to spark debate and inspire new research. Scholars and psychologists frequently revisit Milgram's findings to explore the nuances of human behavior, authority, and morality. The experiment has been replicated in various forms across different cultures and time periods, consistently yielding insights that challenge our understanding of obedience and authority. Its lessons are as relevant today as they were in 1961. In our modern world, where authority and power dynamics are constantly at play, Milgram's work serves as a powerful reminder of the potential consequences of blind obedience. It urges us to question and critically evaluate the directives we receive from those in positions of power, reminding us of the importance of critical thinking, ethical behavior, and the courage to stand up for what we believe in. In an era where ethical dilemmas are increasingly complex, the principles highlighted by Milgram's experiment are more crucial than ever. It encourages us to reflect on our own moral compass and the ethical implications of our actions.
Yes, indeed. The enduring relevance of Milgram's findings cannot be overstated. They continue to resonate with each new generation, prompting introspection and dialogue about the nature of authority and the human capacity for compliance. The experiment's impact on our understanding of authority and obedience is profound. It has influenced not only psychology, but also fields such as sociology, ethics, and even political science. The insights gained from Milgram's work have been applied to understand historical events, organizational behavior, and even everyday interactions. It challenges us to reflect on our actions and the societal structures we navigate every day. By examining the factors that lead to obedience, we can better understand how to foster environments that promote ethical decision-making and personal responsibility. Milgram's legacy endures, reminding us that the quest to understand human behavior is ongoing and ever-evolving.
Section 11. Final thoughts. Think before you shock or tweet. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the moment and act without thinking. Whether it's sending out a tweet in anger or following an order without question, our actions can have significant consequences. So the next time you're tempted to blindly follow orders, take a step back. Reflect on the situation. Consider the potential outcomes of your actions, whether it's from a boss, a politician, or someone else in a position of power. Authority figures can often influence our decisions, but it's crucial to remember that they are not infallible. Or that annoyingly persuasive salesperson, remember the Milgram experiment. This famous psychological study revealed how ordinary people could be driven to perform shocking actions under the influence of authority. Take a moment to think for yourself. Question authority. It's not about being rebellious for the sake of it, but about ensuring that your actions align with your values and ethics. And maybe, just maybe, we can avoid repeating the mistakes of the past. History is filled with examples of individuals and societies that failed to question authority, leading to disastrous outcomes. Always be kind to your fellow humans. Kindness and empathy can go a long way in creating a better world. Small acts of kindness can have a ripple effect, influencing others to act with compassion. You never know who might be an actor in disguise, testing your reactions or observing your behavior. In a world where social experiments are becoming more common, it's essential to stay vigilant, ready to deliver a fake electric shock. Stay curious, stay skeptical, and always question the motives behind the actions of others. Curiosity and skepticism are powerful tools in navigating the complexities of human interactions. And keep exploring the universe, both inside and outside your head. The human mind is a vast and intricate landscape, full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered, both inside and outside your head. Just as we explore the cosmos, we should also strive to understand our own thoughts, emotions, and motivations. This is Neil deGrasse Tyson, signing off. Remember, the journey of discovery is endless, and the more we learn, the more we realize how much there is yet to uncover. Stay curious, stay kind, and always think before you act.